Which Scarlet and Violet specialty set is currently the best value to open? We're going to answer that right here in this video today. The answer might actually surprise you as it did with me. We all know Prismatic Evolutions has the Moonbreon, right? Which is the most expensive card, well, pretty much ever of a new release. So we all know that one. But this video is about value. So we will be looking at Prismatic Evolutions, Shrouded Fable, 151, and Paldean Fates. Those are currently the specialty sets that have released for Scarlet and Violet. We've got 4 categories we will be basing these rankings on, and depending on which set placed in each category, they will receive points. The set with the lowest amount of points in the end wins. It's like golf, but with Pokemon. Wait, do we have a golf Pokemon yet? Like a Pokemon based off something golfing wise? Huh. Come on, Happy Gilmore Pokemon. That's what we need. So let's start off with category number 1, and that's chase card value. If you can pull from one card your money back on a pack or a box, that says a lot. Because let's be honest, if you can hit that top card in every ETB, you would spend an unlimited amount of money and open up everything you possibly could. However, that's not how it works, but having a top chase card price will really rank you up in this video. Now, quick interruption. Don't forget, we are still running the Destined Rivals giveaway. All you have to do to enter is subscribe and comment down below on this video. I like you to say Destined Rivals and something, 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 so later I can look and see like how many people actually entered because they saw this, where technically any comment will work. So comment down below and subscribe, and you will be entered in a chance to win a Destined Rivals booster box when it releases. This is going to be the least surprising ranking of any of them because, of course, coming in at number 1, Prismatic Evolutions. So, that Moonbreon pushes Prismatic Evolutions to the number 1 slot on this list. It's currently sitting at around $1,300, which is, again, for a set that just released, that is insane. So, because it ranked number 1, it gets 1 point, okay? Coming in at number 2 is actually Paldean Fates, with the Bubble Mew being the top chase card in this set. Currently sitting around $260, it actually beats out the alternate art Charizard that was actually originally the top chase card of the set, but Mew passed it up. And the number 3 slot, we have 151. And the top chase card in that set, well, you guessed it, Charizard. That card is currently sitting around $196, so not too bad, because I remember when that card was sitting around $60 right around release time. So that's a massive growth for the 151 Charizard. And then, of course, that means coming in at dead last is Shrouded Fable, as the top card in that set is only $43, and that's, pardon my pronunciation, flipazebazent. I think I said that accurately. So, let's review those rankings. Number 1, Prismatic. Number 2, Paldean Fates. Geez, I can't speak. Number 3, 151. And number 4, coming in at last, Shrouded Fable. Now, category 2 will play a huge factor in this ranking, and that is ETB pricing. As everything after this one, as every category after this one will really be based off the ETB pricing. So, coming in at the cheapest, that's right, cheapest ETB, because remember this is a value video, is Shrouded Fable. So Shrouded Fable actually ranks number 1 on the cheapest ETB. So if you don't care at all on return on investment, which most people aren't, I don't care when I open packs. I'm not trying to get my money back because I'm actually trying to keep the cards. So if you don't mind keeping all the cards, you're not looking to resell, you don't care to buy single cards, you're just going to open and that's what you have, Shrouded Fable's for you. It means it comes in at only... Alright, sorry for the cut. For some reason my script didn't have the pricing of the ETBs in there, just had the rankings. So, the pricing of the ETB for Shrouded Fable is coming in at a measly $55, which again, if you're just looking to open up some packs, that's a fantastic number for you. Coming in at number 2 is shockingly the second best value specialty set, Prismatic Evolutions. This is what everyone's complaining about the price, which to be fair is justified, but it's still the second cheapest. Cheapest! A word no one would think to use with Prismatic Evolutions. Specialty ETB that you can purchase. So now, that just released like 2 months ago, so that's not great, but that's still great to hear, right? So Prismatic Evolution ranks number 2 for the cheapest ETB on this list. Number 3 is Paldean Fates. Paldean Fates is currently sitting at 138 for an ETB, which means 151 is currently the most expensive ETB, meaning the worst for value if you're just opening packs, coming in at $213. Now, 151 is also the oldest specialty set, so you do see that go up. That's one thing I can't stand when I hear people complain that, oh, well, this set that's 2 years old, Pokemon said they're reprinting and it's just going up in price. Well, yes, it's out of print. They're not printing more. Those Blooming Waters boxes, they didn't go back and print more ETBs. I mean, more packs. They just took the packs they had and threw them in there, right? So, of course, that's going to be higher because it's an older set, coming up nearly on 2 years now. So that's kind of expected on this list. So let's review. Cheapest ETB, Shrouded Fable, number 1. Number 2, Prismatic Evolutions. Number 3, Paldean Fates. And number 4 is 151. That leads us to the next category, and that is how many cards can you pull that are worth more than the ETB? Essentially, return on investment. So, this category plays a huge factor in this list because, again, if you can open something, get your money back so you can open more, you end up with more cards, and yay, a bigger collection. So, coming in at number 1 on cards worth more than the ETB is actually Prismatic Evolution. It dominates on this one, okay? It has 13 cards currently over the price of the ETB. That is insane. With pull rates being 1 in 45 packs for an alternate art, that's really not horrible. There's actually another one on this list that's going to be like, whoa, I didn't realize it was that bad. But that means number 2 is Paldean Fates. So Paldean Fates has 3 cards over the price of the ETB. And pull rates for Paldean Fates is 1 in 58 packs will have an alternate art in this set. Now, Paldean Fates, that number is might be a little weird because it has the shiny Pokemon in it to kind of make up for it. So that means coming in at number 3rd place is 151, but it only has 1 chase card above the price of the ETB, and that is the Charizard. Now, with pull rates being 1 in 36 packs, that's actually the best pull rates of these specialty sets. And coming in at dead last is Shrouded Fable. Shrouded Fable has 0 cards above the price of the ETB and comes in with the worst ETB pricing and comes in at the worst pull rates with 1 in 67 packs. You guys thought Prismatic pull rates were bad? Shrouded Fable pull rates are bad, and when you finally do pull something, it still won't pay off the ETB. So Shrouded Fable, as getting a return on investment, don't open it unless you just want to open some packs. So for this category, Prismatic coming in at number 1 again. Paldean coming in at number 2. Number 3, 151. And number 4, Shrouded Fable. I feel like we're just beating up on Shrouded Fable today. Now, this next category is similar to last, and that is how many cards are worth more than the booster pack. Because you may get lucky. Open something from a booster pack, get a good hit, but if every card is below the price of a booster pack, why would you ever open a booster pack again? So, this one is starting off with number 1 again, Prismatic Evolutions, with well over 30 cards worth more than the booster pack. That's an insane number. I don't know if there's a single other set that has more cards worth more than a single booster pack of a set than Prismatic Evolutions. I'm not. I can't believe this is the value in Prismatic Evolutions right now. It is insane. So that means 151 takes second place with 15 cards worth more than the booster pack. That's not bad. So 151 coming in as sturdy second place. Number 3 is Paldean Fates. It falls just slightly below 151 with the amount of cards over the booster pack, so not too bad. And that means Shrouded Fable, you guessed it, dead last again with barely any cracking over the pack value, with few cards coming in over the pack value. That means the final scores, let's calculate them up. Shrouded Fable, 4, 1, 4, 4. So that means it actually placed, first place in one category. Congrats, Shrouded Fable. Woo! It needed something, so that it just wasn't an epic fail of this one. So that means it has 13 points in total, meaning it got dead last. Now, shockingly, 151 coming in at third place with 3, 4, 3, and 2 with 12 points. That means Shrouded Fable is only 1 point away from tying with 151 as a value set, which is nuts. I would like to slap my my favorite seal on 151 because this would be my favorite one. And I think having those God packs could really bring up the value of this one, but I can't really calculate that in here. So God packs could really make a difference here. Which means second place is Paldean Fates with 10 points. So 2, 3, 2, 3 is how it's scored. So a pretty good budget set, to be honest. I thought 151 would beat Paldean Fates, but it didn't. Paldean Fates is becoming a pretty good value set. And I did not expect this when I made this video. I'm not a fan of Prismatic Evolutions at all. I've opened it. It's miserable. The card arts, they're good, but they just don't wow me. The Pokemon, I'm not the biggest Eevee fan. I like the Roaring Moon. And I think that, what was another card in the set I really loved? It was one of the lower end ones. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But Prismatic Evolutions, by a significant margin, comes in at number 1 with only 5 points, going 1, 2, 1, 1, only being beaten by Shrouded Fable in the cheapest ETB section. So, honestly, I didn't expect this outcome. That's why I love making these videos and running these numbers for you guys. It shocks me, and I love it. I thought Prismatic would be the most overhyped. I thought you guys would expect Prismatic in the middle and end up being the worst, and 151 would have won. It's not what happened. Prismatic Evolutions is the best value set to open up. You're most likely to get your money back from it. But specialty sets, not the best pull rates, and currently all the specialty sets are sitting pretty high. So I'm not saying rush out and open Prismatic Evolutions, but if you had to pick one, Prismatic Evolutions is it. But if you can find any of these at MSRP, that means grab Prismatic Evolutions and start cracking those babies open. But at market value, Prismatic Evolutions is number 1, but this could change, and we'll come back and look at this video. But let me know down in the comment section below, were you surprised by this outcome? I certainly was. And we'll see you guys next time here at Bulba Cards.